Let me now show you. There are two major softwares or viruses the devil used to corrupt anyone that should be a great man or a great woman. You know, for God to produce a tree, a seed must die. I remember when we were doing some preliminary work here, I bought some coconut trees and I planted them. When I planted those trees, I've told you this story a couple of times. They were very small. I put them in the ground and they were just one leaf, just one leaf, about 20 trees or so I planted around this vicinity. One leaf each, and left it there. It just looked funny. A few days turned to weeks, turned to months, turned to years, but the small seed had become a whole tree. Sir, if you go to the ground where I buried that seed, that seed of coconut, if you open it now, uproot the whole tree, look for that seed, you won't find it. The question is, what happened to the seed? It died. But see the benefit of death. The seed has to first die, and then after it dies, the whole potential inside, the capacity of the seed inside, what that seed can become, what that thing can become, begins to manifest. Is a tree that has the capacity for many fruits. If you go around those trees planted by the side behind here, if you see the massive coconut fruits coming out, massive, they keep pumping like water, massive coming out. It was one seed that died that gave rise to it. So let me tell you this: if God wants to make a man great and make him a very influential person on the earth, he wants to use him to run his kingdom, drive his program, drive his plan across the nations and the globe. You know what God will first do to that man? He will first put him to death. It's important because, you see, self is a prison. Self imprisons destiny. The reason there are too many Christians who cannot really do much for God is because they are in the prison of self. Satan is not the biggest threat of the believer. Satan is not the biggest stopper of a Christian. The biggest stopper of a Christian and the biggest hindrance to the purpose of God is self.